Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Schools here, back with another video, and today I'm doing another Pro League review. I really hope you guys liked the first one. I certainly enjoyed making that, and I've been watching a lot more of Element 1, which is kind of like the precursor to North American Pro League. Some of the best of these teams that are playing in this little kind of competition that's going on right now are going to be able to make it into full-blown NA Pro League, and I think some really good sieges going on, and I want to bring it to you guys. So in a previous video, I talked about kind of on attack, setting up some like executes with your utility and taking advantage of aggressive pushes and timing earlier in the round to kind of overwhelm the defense and use it to create big opportunities and openings for yourself to take lots of map control and get free picks. And this time I want to make a completely different point about attacking and clearing roams, which is establishing cutoffs. This is one of the things I mentioned in one of my other videos about how to attack. I'll link it down in the description or in a card on screen right now. So you guys can go check that out. But one of the things I mentioned was establishing cutoff angles. And cutoff angles are really, really important because when you're clearing a roam, you don't want the defenders to be able to escape scot-free. You want to kind of make them feel trapped. You want to kind of make them feel like they can't really move around as much. And if they do attempt to fall back, you want to just cut them down and take that as a free pick for yourself. So the attacking team here, Cinta Negra Esports, or just CNE for short, because who wants to say that whole thing, versus Taken Kings, a team that actually has quite a few players which I myself have played against. Burnt Turkey and JetCon are two players that I've actually been able to scrim and sometimes play in tournaments multiple times, so that's kind of fun. But either way, we're going to see how CNE kind of pushes up against the roam of Taken Kings and then traps them in with some amazing cutoff angles to give themselves a massive advantage going into the later stage of the round. So let's see.
Next few seconds after you have info that no one's really playing that aggressive, try to get that back wall opened up looking into offices. And because you have two vertical players, I could imagine they want to tackle this extension a little bit more aggressively instead of solely relying on getting that main wall opened up in the dining room and playing off those OSA talent shields. And with the fact that Victory has two of those talent shields, you could expend one down below to help with the post plant and put one up above to make it a bit more challenging for Taken Kings to go for some of those gunfights once this wall gets opened up. And because it's soft, well, the offense is going to have really no hassle dealing with that, even though there's no wall denial. So even if it was reinforced, Crispino wouldn't have really taken that much trouble to it.
Probably could have, just to make sure, maybe use the skeleton key just to be safe, but hey, I appreciate the passion. I appreciate the gumption. Burnt Turkey, though, does have a long angle thanks to that Kiba barrier through the office wall onto the new balcony. Some players from CNE.
All right, I'm going to pause it right here. Basically, what just happened is super, super important. As you can see in the beginning of the round, all the members of CN were just kind of pushing up to the roam. They were taking library and mezzanine, which Kings weren't really contesting that much. They opened up the main wall and they started to send their drones in to make Kings aware of, okay, we're getting pressured. All right. And this is really important moment in the round. Atlas on the Zofia just opened up the bathroom window, and that's going to put a lot of pressure on JetCon. And we're going to see what kind of effect that pressure has. Now, JetCon kind of has two options here. The position he'd like to play is over to the left here, if you can see my cursor, by the piano, this kind of like wall over here. I usually call that skinny. There's a couple other names for it. But in this position over here is where he'd like to play, right? That's where he can peek onto anybody trying to enter piano or into office to kind of slow down the attackers. But because this window is opened, he has to be aware that A, not only can the attackers jump into this window to kill him, but also they can hold his cutoff. If there's someone sitting on this window and he's playing up into this position, he really has no way of falling back. So that makes him make a decision, really. He can either fall all the way back to Solar, where he'll be safe from this window, but that would give up a lot of control to the attackers. So without even actually having to take a gunfight, Atlas has essentially just forced a decision out of JetCon to give up map control or stay in a risky position.
Looking to get aggressive. They opened this window, but JetCon looking to get aggressive after that spawn peek in round one. He spotted on the drone, though. Can't do it right now. Oh! Kiba placed.
And so we can see the decision he makes while he almost died. that Kiba barrier really coming in clutch for him and saving his life. What ends up happening is he just takes that second option that I talked about, which is just falling back into solar and not risking his life. And this is fantastic for the attackers because, as you can see with these little red outlines, they have already moved well into piano and now are focusing their attention on Wumbo here on the Frost, playing on a deployable shield in closet. So how are C&E then going to use another even more powerful cutoff angle to further take advantage of the kind of exposed roam that Taken Kings still have?
Just in time to give some cover, and also quickly dispatched by Atlas with that lifeline.
And boom, by opening that wall, it again has forced the same decision out of Wumbo. By opening this soft wall, Atlas is now going to have an angle, which we will see him contest right here. Boom. All right, well, I kind of missed it a little bit. Let's see if I can go back.
Cover, and also quickly dispatched by Atlas with that lifeline. You know, also cut a hole.
Okay, right here. This angle is extremely powerful. And as of right now, it's looking right at Burnt Turkey on the Azami here. Obviously, Atlas will survive this gunfight as we just saw, but, you know, this could have been a kill for either one of them. But either way, this is another super powerful cutoff angle, and it really takes advantage of the exact same position. All Atlas had to do was expend one impact charge, and now it is giving him a cross to really just cut off the entire roam, the entire side of the map. And now both Wumbo and Burnt Turkey are in very risky positions, which, as long as Atlas is sitting on this window, they are surely dead. So we'll see how the defense reacts to that, and how CNA is able to capitalize off this additional pressure that Atlas has gotten, again, by only just sitting outside of a window. No drone work required, barely any utility, only one impact grenade, but really he could have just done that with his gun, and CNE have gained so much by his position here on the window.
Straight through this bedroom position. Burnt Turkey downed on the floor, finished off by the Zofia. Wumbo caught reloading, and the Zofia takes out the pistol.
And boom. Wumbo kind of got caught a little bit. He was too far extended into the closet. Atlas was able to expose his backside. Same thing for Burnt Turkey, stuck in Master. The cutoff angle was opened, and boom. They all got cut down, and now this entire roam has completely gone awry for CNE. Or rather for Kings, because their roam was just simply too aggressive. One simple cutoff angle from the bathroom window was able to completely shred their entire attack. And now in a 2 vs 5, there's really not much that Kings can do. So I'll play the rest of the round, but yeah, there's really not much Taken Kings can do here.
Very quick and very decisive on this top floor clear.
Ooh, Scoob shut down as well. Nice shot by Victory to find that trade, leaving only Rai, no Nitrocell, and no teammates to assist him, with over a minute for CNE to get this vertical down. What Gladius still alive and active with that sledgehammer, and to gather intel. There's still a lot of drones on the board here, forcing Tenegra, and they even have, I guess, an active shield of the Osa to try to challenge this. Atlas drops down from below.
So there you have it. Perfectly establishing cutoff angles by the attack is able to completely destroy the roam used by Taken Kings there. And again, that wasn't because they had superior drone work. That wasn't because they had superior intel usage. Obviously, they're a pro team, so we know that they do. But it shows you the power of just simply getting on a window, cutting off the defender's rotates back that puts so much pressure on them and forces decisions out of them that they don't really want to make. They'd like to just sit there and face one angle that the attackers are coming from. But when you give them something else to worry about and you prevent them from falling back, good things will happen. And that round was an absolute sweep by Sintenegra. And hopefully you guys can learn something from that to apply in your own ranked games. So yeah, if you liked that video, you want me to keep making more of these Pro League reviews, I watch plenty of Pro League and I've got lots to say about it, so I would happily oblige that. And regardless, like, comment, and subscribe. Again, I read all comments, so you will not be left out if you leave a comment. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.